Over my time on YouTube, I've made some really wacky predictions, not based in reality, but based in memes. And sometimes they just goddamn paid off. An important life philosophical lesson that I like to teach as often as I can is that memes are superior to reality. Do I want to dunk on someone, roast them, and have the entire internet start hating them? Absolutely not. Do I want to meme on them to the point where I could low-key make some good points, get some facts across, where people could scratch their heads and make their own decisions? Absolutely yes. Memeing is the future. It is exactly the direction we should all be taking literally every parts of our lives. Conversations should be through memes. Predictions through memes. Deep philosophical discussions, should those be through memes too? It always was. And today, I am really starting something new. I am talking about how to meme with power. Yes, I'm not exactly saying that this is some crazy educational video that will teach you the upsides of memeing and how to go about your everyday life, but it is exactly an educational video about the upsides of memeing and how to go about your everyday life. If you view the world through the guise of sarcasm and memes, you are invincible. And today, I'm going to talk about one niche part of it, and that is where I used memes to predict the future. At the point when I made these memes, no one even believed that it was a possibility. But with a bit of ironic humor in there, and a slight nudge planting the idea in the minds of the people, I'm going to talk about 5 times, well, I have 7 examples in the video, but 5 primary examples of how I memed to the point where I predicted the future. Now, I'm not saying that these future events happened because I memed them. Oh, sometimes it was in direct correlation to my memeing that these massive things happened. Absolutely. And yes, big flex, pat myself on the back, very cool. I love you too, fan base. Definitely subscribe to support the army. We're taking over, goddammit. But some of these memes are worldwide memes that I myself memed about as well and ended up happening. I think the biggest example of a worldwide meme that actually happened was when Trump announced that he was actually running for president in 2016. The world laughed at him. And then when he got elected, the world cried, but I laughed. Fam, the fact that this dude became the president of the United States is one of the funniest memes of all time. Whether you love him or hate him. Honestly, I don't give a damn. I don't do politics here. I do memes. And bruh, it is insanity. So, I actually predicted this. I've made videos before the presidential election. In fact, I made videos when he was just announcing his candidacy. Far before he was even nominated as the Republican nominee. And I memed that, oh yeah, Trump, of course he's gonna win. Look at this dude. He's not a politician. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's making people angry. He says nonsense sometimes and backtracks. He's not refined. He has none of the qualities of a leader as far as most people's initial viewing of the man. And I was memeing that, yeah, just because he's such a memer and because some of the things he says are just so outlandish. When he first said, I would like to build a wall, the country laughed at him. And I said, memingly, oh yeah, this man, he's gonna become the president of the United States. And boom, it happened. That's an example of a meme coming to life. That is an example of memeing the future. In all honesty, I think memes play a massive part in his actual victory. He won because he was roasting other politicians and giving them stupid nicknames. Oh, that guy has little hands. Crooked Hillary, Sleepy Joe. And love it or hate it, these stupid quips caught on, and with memes by his side, he goddamn became one of the most powerful people on the planet. But now, example aside, the 5 times that I memed, and then it happened. The first I would like to mention, and the reason as to why I'm actually making this video right now, is in JoJo's Part 7, the manga. Bruh. I am gonna spoil something. I don't think it's that major. In fact, I never even read JoJo's Part 8. I just know this happened because the whole internet was talking about it. So if you want to skip a little bit ahead and avoid a really, really slight spoiler, go for it. But I accidentally spoiled this in the past because Dio showed up. And fam, when I heard Dio arrived in JoJo's Part 8, I'm telling you, man, keeping my dick limp was muda 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 muda. Which means useless in Japanese, by the way, for all non-weebs that managed to stumble on this video. Love you guys. Please subscribe, non-weebs. But anywho, fam, I've been saying for years, I've said this in videos, I've said this live, I've said this in a collab with the Shuckmeister, a JoJo YouTuber, and he was bugging out when it actually happened. I said that Dio is the protagonist of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. He's the main character. And everyone's like, bruh, Dio's like the main bad guy in a lot of it. And I'm like, fam, you clearly misunderstand so much of what it means to be the protagonist. In JoJo's Part 1, Dio played a major role. In JoJo's Part 2, Dio caused everything that happened. happened. In JoJo's Part 3, Dio was the main threat. In JoJo's Part 4, Dio basically set up literally all the craziness that happened in Morio. In JoJo's Part 5, the story's led by Dio's son. In JoJo's Part 6, Dio has a pretty massive goddamn flex. In JoJo's Part 7, Dio's back! And JoJo Part 8 had absolutely no mention of Dio, no expectations that he would show up, and I said just because Dio is in fact the protagonist of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, of course he's gonna be in JoJo's Part 8. And fam, the memes were victorious, and Dio reared his ugly head. When I say ugly head, I mean it metaphorically, because Dio is a goddamn queen. That's right, I simp for Dio. If you don't simp for Dio, you're doing something wrong. He has all the qualities of the ideal Twitch thought. He has people wrapped around his finger, and he abuses animals. Fam, that is literally the two-step formula to be a sexy-ass, successful Twitch thought, and I simp for Dio, okay? And you should too. But my memeing about Dio being the protagonist and being in every part, goddamn, successful! Dio just showed up in Part 8. When I heard that news, I was so happy. I'm telling you, I was freaking out. It was insanity. Now, obviously, this was not directly caused by me. This is just the reason as to why I decided to make this video now. I was just so proud that I memed a prediction accurately, just had to talk about it. But anywho, the next time I memed a possible future is with a well-known anime called Interspecies Reviewers. Now, let me tell you a thing or two about Interspecies Reviewers. When it started airing, obviously it got hate on Twitter, was canceled by Funimation, all sorts of crazy stuff happened, and fam, this anime was good. It was genuinely funny, it had some amazing real-life applicable points, it was a fantastic satire, and YouTube demonetized half my videos because of it, okay? And I know you're probably thinking that I'm referring to the fact that I said, as a meme, this is the greatest anime of all time. And then all of a sudden, it became the #1 anime on my anime list. Well, I'm not gonna lie, that did definitely have some correlation to me, that all of a sudden, tens of thousands of people went to vote for it, and then I got a ton of hate, and then Funimation struck my videos, and ended up getting into beef with my anime list, and they ended up accidentally exposing themselves as basically working volunteers to the bone while having tens of millions of dollars in assets because they're owned by this massive Chinese company. Bruh, that Interspecies Reviewers arc was by far one of my favorite arcs on my channel, and honestly, I think something might top it in the future. We're getting Interspecies Reviewers, ship it in soon. Except that it has nothing to do with Interspecies Reviewers, it has to do with Funimation though, and the hype is real, but more on that later. And no, I'm not referring to that as a prediction, because I literally did it. I told you guys, fam, please go upvote Interspecies Reviewers. Not for any particular reason, just because, you know, it'll be a cool flex. And flex we did. The entire internet exploded. There were hundreds of articles written about our glorious rise to power. And if you look up vote brigading, which is a term used for telling people online to go rig polls, it's used in a very negative connotation. If you look up vote brigading, the example Wikipedia gives is me telling you guys to vote for Interspecies Reviewers. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Oh my god. But anywho, what I'm actually referring to though is I kept saying that Interspecies Reviewers as a meme is gonna be the best anime of 2020. And it came out in the winter, you know, the first season of the year. I said it as a meme, not expecting this ecchi show to actually be the best, but I'm gonna say, alas, it's by far the best. I don't know if I memed this one into reality by accident, but I definitely did some crazy memeing and predictions with Interspecies Reviewers, and it ended up sticking the landing. Because it's unironically the best anime of 2020. And we're 3/4 way through, and it was the highest rated anime on my anime list. So goddamn, if that wasn't a huge flex and an amazing saga, I don't know what is. Speaking of crazy meme predictions this year, I mean, this is obviously no Interspecies Reviewers, but I said right when the word simp became popularized that it would be Year of the Simp. We would be seeing simping unparalleled from throughout history. And people said, nay, the word of the simp is not indicative of the future. The word of the simp is a meme and will be gone within a week. Not only was it not gone within a week, but we've seen simping the likes we've never seen before. And I started this as a meme. Obviously, I didn't cause all the simping that happened. This is obviously having nothing to do with me. Can't take credit for this one like I did for Interspecies Reviewers, but I can pat myself on the back that I predicted it with memes. I predicted that this would be Year of the Simp and there would be simping unparalleled from throughout history. And allow me to introduce you to a few famous internet personalities of this year. We got Pokimane getting into a bunch of simp drama. We got Projekt Melody freaking taking over the internet. First time we're simping a virtual girl in history, to an extent even close to this. We got Belle Delphine's massive return. We got OnlyFans becoming the #1 meme of the entire year. And also, slight spoilers, I am making a tier list ranking the OnlyFans of every popular YouTuber. Definitely subscribe for that. The hype is not only real, but tangible. Some of those OnlyFans made me puke. Just saying. The tier list will be nothing but straight facts. It's a bullet I've taken for you all. But anywho, we got Nico Lul and her boomer dance. We got infinite simpage mileage this year, simping the likes of which we've never seen before. Have you heard of Darth Simpus the Wise? It's not a story the Jedi would tell. That's right, fam. I predicted a year of simping like we've never seen before, and we've seen it to the point that the meme of horny on main no longer exists. No one sees someone posting something on Twitter about simping and the response is being, oh, this guy's horny on main. No, it's a requirement of being on Twitter these days. You must be at least 1/4 simp, and if you're not simping for the right people, in this case Dio, then fam, you're doing something wrong. Year of the Simp. Simp Gang. Oh! Next flex! Oh, that's not what I'm doing now. My sincerest apologies. I'm doing meme predictions because memes give you unlimited power. If you're right and the meme happens, that is an absolute win. The biggest of possible successes, you can pat yourself on the back and flop your dick on the table for eternity. And if you're wrong, no worries. You were just memeing. Would have been funny if it happened though. Hey! You see the absolute win-win? You must engage fights that you know you will win. I am not like Thorkill. Thorkill wants to engage fights that he knows he doesn't necessarily win. He wants a challenge. I'm not in for it. I want absolute and utter victory. So that's what I took. And that's the dubs that I'm gonna keep on taking. And speaking of win-win predictions that actually worked out, completely rooted in memes, is my blossoming friendship with the 189 IQ. Dumb, highly intellectual Deji. When I see something that I like to meme, I meme it. And honestly, consequences, I can live with the consequences. So Deji made a video defending a stupid action that people were claiming he took by saying, I would never do a stupid action. Are you saying I'm stupid? I'm not stupid. My IQ is dumb high. I have an IQ of 189. Which is hilarious because A, it's impossible to take an IQ test with the result that high unless it's on some sort of public record. B, you're not smarter than Einstein and Stephen Hawking by like 20 points, okay? No offense, Deji. You're a great man and stuff, but no. So I memed that. I made a whole video memeing about that. And in the video, after some would say I roasted him, but I would not like to use that term, I memed on him. I don't roast people, I meme on people. There's a fine-tuned difference, and that difference is, at the end of that video, I said, and hey, Deji, if you want to collab, hit me up. You know, it's a funny meme. And even on stream, I predicted it. I said, bro, Deji's gonna collab with me. It'll be fire. And listening to that, no one actually took it seriously. No one thought that that was actually going to happen. First of all, Deji has like 10 times my subs. He's an absolute mad lad legend on the YouTube sphere. And also, I made an entire video memeing on the poor lad about his dumb high IQ, which is still one of the greatest phrases I've ever heard. But when you're memeing about the impossible, sometimes it knocks on your door. Fam, I collabed with Deji. It was one of the proudest days of my life. Fam, I did not expect it, especially because Keemstar, the guy that hates Deji, retweeted my video roasting Deji's IQ. It was so funny when that happened. That was such a wacky day. And then Deji follows me on Twitter and he's like, hey bro, that video is pretty funny, all right? And I was like, what? Nani? And yeah, the rest is history. I collabed with Deji. I got him to voice dub some pretty epic anime scenes. You know, nothing sexual except for that one toothbrush scene with the girl moaning, and it was incest too. And bro, Deji handled it like a goddamn champ. But when I was memeing about how I'm gonna end up collabing with him after that video and Keemstar retweeting it and then raiding Deji's stream, bruh, I memed the future, goddammit. Memes transcend fate. Memes transcend space and time. That's what I'm trying to say. We must believe in the memes. To all you atheists out there, checkmate. There is a higher power at work here, and that is clear. And I mean, it's memes. I don't get involved in anyone's personal belief systems, but if you don't believe in memes, you're dead to me. Dead to me, god damn it. And if you do believe in memes, subscribe, smash like, checkmate, OMG, base. Anyway, the next time I used memes to predict the future is low-key something else that just happened. And it was the combination of this and the Dio thing that made me really want to go ahead and make this video now. I made a video on Yandere Dev, memeing on him, not roasting, not insulting, not getting into beef, none of that, memeing on Yandere Dev, okay? That's what we're going with. Quick summation. Yandere Dev is this dude who made Yandere Simulator like 5 years ago. It was a popular game. All the big YouTubers played it. He blew up. He kept saying he was gonna make a full version, raised tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars on Patreon over the last 5 years with multiple update videos and no updated version of the game. He kept blaming other people, shifting blame. He had pretty cringy leaked messages from all over the place. And I made an entire video memeing on the lad because I thought that it was such a toxic situation. I had to implement the philosophical opinion that I've been mentioning from time to time, and that is be wholesome to wholesome people and toxic to toxic people. And I was definitely toxic to that toxic person, and it was a lot of fun. Honestly, that researching that video, making that video, the community support for that video, the whole thing was hilarious. And I've mentioned, I believe in that video, or it was definitely in one of the follow-up streams I streamed on Twitch, link in the description to that video where I was talking about the community and stuff. And I've told this to other YouTubers, and they even messaged me like, bruh, how did you predict this? I said that in order to flex on Yandere Dev, some completely independent dude will single-handedly make a better completed Yandere simulator than Yandere Dev will ever do, and he'll do it in a few months just to flex on this 5-year massive project that Yandere Dev was claiming to put together, where so many people were calling him out for his BS. And fam, that just happened like a week ago. It's the funniest thing. It was only 2 months from me uploading my video, and this game was apparently made in 2 months as a completed version of Yandere Simulator. Bruh. I don't know if this person watched my Yandere Simulator video and was like, you know what, goddamn, that would be a huge flex, I could do it. And they went ahead and did it. But the timing is so perfect. The prediction is so fire. And I am so proud of this community for being such absolute legends. But goddamn, was that one of the funniest predictions I've ever made. It was a meme prediction. I didn't think anyone would go ahead and pour hours of work into a game just to flex on this dude. But they did. Goddamn, he's absolute legend. I know that people are expecting me to talk about like different theories I had in anime based on weird lore and references that actually came to pass, like my Wano theory in One Piece, and I was pretty much dead on with everything I said in that video so far. But that's not really the point of this video. I'm not talking about where I used my dumb high 189 IQ to predict the future. Nah, fam. Anyone with a dumb high 189 IQ can do that kind of thing. I'm talking about memeing the future, because living life walking along the memes is just such a much healthier, happier way to go about it. Yes, this video may seem like I was just flexing these random meme things that ended up coming true. And if that's the case, you're right, it is. But also, deep life lessons here, okay? It's a win-win situation if you meme shiz, which is why I am the biggest meme advocate on the entire platform. Memes aren't just white letters on cat pictures or racist frogs crying. Memes are a way of life. Just like how I predicted Lord Twigo would return in the 7 Deadly Sins all along, and he actually showed up in a later chapter. It was no coincidence that when he said in the first episode, I will kill you and make it look like an accident, and then that person he said it to was seemingly killed accidentally by a boulder falling down a cliff. The boulder almost crushed Elizabeth in a rock avalanche. God damn it. You probably thought that this wasn't some deep psychological video by looking at the title, but in actuality, it is. It's a psychological analysis of myself. Just memeing literally everything and anything. And I've made many memes that obviously didn't happen yet. Not saying Bakugo and Sanji still won't die. They might still die in One Piece, in which case I will be the happiest man out there. But that's a pretty outlandish one, if I do say so myself. Although I am saying that if there's like some My Hero Academia sequel 100 years later and Bakugo's dead, I will meme and milk the crap out of that situation, okay? But that all said and done, I still have many other memes that I'm hoping will come to pass. Like I said, that Buggy from One Piece will become the Pirate King. And as much as that sounds like a meme, if it happens, I will take full credit. And I think memeing your way to power is definitely a powerful mindset. Not memeing when you could be memeing is a weak mindset. Those who don't meme when they could meme lost twice. And that's why I don't mind getting into massive fights with huge corporations and stuff. Not wars where I'm like attacking them with facts and logic. Well, yes, facts and logic, but facts and logic hidden through a layer of sarcasm and memes to wheedle past security, lulling them into a false sense of security. Who is this nutcase coming against me under the filled veil of memes? And that is when we strike. Yes, this video was weird, which is basically my MO. Definitely subscribe for future insane shenanigans that I am excited and eager to pull. I just, there were a lot of these little memes that I've made over time that I wanted to talk to you about how they've progressed over time, and I didn't really have an opportunity to do that until now. So, hey, this video came to life. Let me know if you want more inside the mind of Nuxanor type videos, because I am always happy to supply you with 100 cc's of memes injected directly into your veins. All you need to do to get this injection is simple. You need to hit the like button, hit the bell for notifications, but even more importantly than all of that, you gotta remember to stay weird, fam.